3-point weekend for you guys, Quinnipiac and Princeton. What was your kind of assessment there?
Well, it was a good step in the right direction. We were, obviously you need points in league play. It's critical that we've dropped some already that we shouldn't have, some points in certain games throughout the beginning of the year. So you need to put points on the board every weekend, and I think more importantly is we had a higher will to play the right way. Over the course of 125 minutes, it was probably the most consistently hard to play against that we've been in the last month or so. It'll be great to have Jim Montgomery back out here. I'm certainly proud of what he's doing in his coaching career, and appreciate what he gave to our program. Steve Miller is one of my best friends. He's been an assistant there for over 20 years. He's given for 2 decades. He's been the heart of that program, and I was fortunate to win a couple national championships with him and Coach Gwiazdecki, and this will be Steve's last weekend with the team before he takes the head coaching job in the USHL. So I'm excited to get the chance to be with him, so to speak, in his last weekend with Denver. But really, that's all kind of before and after the series stuff. And at the end of the day, it just comes down to our men in that locker room outplaying their men in their locker room.
Denver playing pretty well. I think they had a pretty solid unbeaten streak going, or still have it. What have you seen from them so far on tape?
Well, they're a real good defensive team. They have a good commitment to team defense. They have a dynamic defensive core. The strength of their team lies in their D-core. Good offensively, guys like Lelegia and Makowski and others that get up in the play and create havoc on opponents. They commit to team defense. I think they're leading right at top of the country in team goals against and in special teams. And then they have an outstanding goaltender, a senior goalie in Sam Britton, who's an NHL caliber goaltender, who's a senior. He's given him a good presence back there. So that's where the strength of their team lies right now.
And out of the national, this is the first team you guys have played from the National Collegiate Hockey Conference, the new conference. What have you seen from some of the teams? And I think the league probably still trying to find its identity, but a lot of good solid teams in that conference.
Well, it's a good conference. We believe we have the best conference in college hockey right now, and certainly was last year. And I think with how many teams we have ranked in the top 20 right now, I think there's our league is arguably the top league in college hockey. But my theory is you want to go test yourself against the best teams in every league. We've played 3 of the best teams in Hockey East with Boston University, Boston College, and New Hampshire. We played the best team in Atlantic hockey with Mercyhurst. We'll play one of the top teams, the premier programs in the National Conference with Denver. Then we'll follow that up with the best team in the WCHA with Ferris State, and potentially even one of the best teams in the Big Ten with Minnesota. So, we like to challenge ourselves non-conference, and these games have huge ramifications at the end of the year if we can position ourselves for the national tournament.
I was going to say, obviously, these aren't league games anymore. League schedule's done for 2013, but how big are these games for you guys and for the team? I know just against a top 20 team right now.
Well, a couple years ago we made the national tournament. We, I think, tied for 4th in the league, but the strength of our non-conference schedule got us in. Last year we were 2nd in our league, highest finish for us in 20 years, but we missed out by 1 game because we struggled non-conference. We positioned ourselves well in our first 7 non-conference games with a 5-2 record against good competition. But now this next stretch of 5, where you have obviously Denver here for 2 this weekend, starts that out. Those games are very meaningful. Denver's going to be in the national picture. They are every year at the end of the season, and these games will be very meaningful for our program or for their program in a positive or negative manner come mid-March when it's NCAA selection time.
And finally, what's something you guys have been working on in practice to try and get better from last weekend? I know
our practices are real similar. We have things that we believe in. We have things that we value at the highest levels of our program, and right now we're really focusing on being a hard, physical, competitive team. When we play a naturally competitive style, and everybody does it a little differently, and guys like Jake Liberté or Matt Neal, Travis Fulton, smaller guys are going to do it differently than Luke Karate's going to, but just honestly compete and be hard to play against. When we're committed to that, I like our team a lot, and I give us a chance against any team in the country.